not 70, 700 AD, you had that's when your so-called white man started claiming that they were, you know, Israelites. They were saying, you know, man, you know, the Muslims, you know, you got, you know, your Israelites over here, you know, how about, you know, we just say we're going to be, you know, Israelites, you know, we're going to say we're going to be Jews. And, you know, they adopted, you know, the Talmud, which comes from Babylon.
Kagan bullying.
Right. And then they basically started proclaiming that they were, you know, this was basically a political move. And, you know, ever since then, that's what they've been doing. And, you know, before that, you're not going to hear about no gutter rats, because they was known as the Khazars at that time. And, you know, so this is how they became domesticated in a so-called way. Because they was in caves, sitting on themselves, you know, pissing on themselves, you know, wearing fucking underwear so the fucking disintegrates, you know, living like really the lowest base cavemen that they actually were, you know, just like, you know, the man of the field that they were, you know, they were just comfortable in those caves. And, you know, it's ironic too is because, you know, one of their first dwelling places was in Mount Horite, Mount Horite, you know, which Horite means cave dweller. And that's where, you know, Esau went and took over that land, you know, which was actually inhabited by Africans. Well, who cares about them anyway? But but that's, you know, that's their history of them calling themselves, you know, Jews.
God,
Go ahead.
this is because you said that one angel, Esau can't even destroy one angel, you know, but because of his blessing is the sword, and he's good with it. The technology that he makes, you know, he created the atomic bomb. You know, they even show you in the movies the pride of the so-called white man and how he thinks that he's going to destroy the angels in the Lord when he returns with an atomic bomb, with the nuke. You know, because of his great military might, he feels as if he's God and that he can't be touched. He that's the reason why, like the ox said, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee. You know, it's the pride of Esau's heart that's deceiving him, that makes him think that he can fight against Yahushua. Oh, you came one time and we killed you with spears. So when you come back a second time, we can kill you with carnal weapons. But the scriptures say that the Lord shall not meet thee as a man. He's gonna come in his great power. He's gonna come with a celestial body instead of a terrestrial body. He only came with that terrestrial body, you know, so that he can fulfill the prophecies and redeem his people. You know, which are the Israelites, so he can be a sacrifice for them. But the second time when he returns, he's going to return with might that you never seen before. And just to give an example of that might, this is 2 Samuel 24, and starting at verse 16. And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem, and this, keep in mind, this is talking about the Lord's people. In 1 Peter 4:17, it says that judgment must begin at the house of the Lord. But then, you know, what shall happen, roughly paraphrasing, to those that don't believe? Well, the so-called white man, woman, and child are the unbelievers. This is 2 Samuel 24:16. And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, Yahweh repented him of the evil and said to the angel that destroyed the people, it is enough. Stay now thine hand. And the angel of Yahweh was by the threshing place of Araunah, the Jebusite. You know, and David spake unto Yahweh when he saw the angel that smote the people, and said, Lo, I have sinned, and I have done wickedly. But these sheep, what have they done? Let thine hand, I pray thee, be against me and against my father's house. And basically, it gives you a number of how many Israelites were killed, man. But if the Lord wouldn't have spoken to the angel to stay back his hand, hey, the Lord could have made it to where all Israel was done away with. So how much more so this world, man? One angel of the Lord can destroy this whole world, man. But Esau through his pride thinks that he can fight against a host of angels. You gotta be out of your fucking mind, man.
I got something. This is back when they were taken out of the land. Back in Kings, how when the heathens came in there. You know, this is one of the main reasons why you have the fake Jews. You know, they really, well, I mean, mean, most of them know they just a bunch of rats, you know, but some of them truly believe that they're the chosen people, you know, it's like that they're the true descendants of the Israelites, which is a bunch of baloney. So this is 2 Kings 17, verse 25. And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there that they feared not Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Therefore Yahweh Bashim Yahushai sent lions among them, which slew some of them. Wherefore they spake to the king of Syria, saying, the nations which thou hast removed and placed in the cities of Samaria know not the manner of the most high power of the land. Therefore he hath sent lions among them, and behold, they slay them because they know not the manner. They know not the manner of the most high power of the land. And the king of Assyria commanded, saying, carry thither one of the priests whom ye brought from thence, let him go and dwell there, and let him teach them the manner of the most high power of the land. And I got another one to go with it. Basically, when y'all displaced us out our land, y'all were in there committing all types of idolatry, all types of abominations. So when you was in there, the Most High sent lions amongst you. And then you had to go and grab one of the Levitical priests, to show you how to live in there. Which shows that's why fake rats, they really think that they're the chosen people. They say, we're descendants of Moshe. Talking about Moses, they be using that little raggedy rat tongue language. They be saying, what do they say instead of the Most High's name? The name Hashem. Y'all like to say Hashem. Y'all can't even say the name Yahweh because y'all know y'all not the true Israelites. So I'm gonna jump back to Leviticus. This is Leviticus 18:24. Defile not yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you, and the land is defiled. Therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it, and the land itself vomiteth out her inhabitants. So if you're not in that land, at least keeping some of the statutes and the commandments that the Lord has set over there, he'll cast you out of there. That's why you see him over there trying to keep some of the holy days, so-called, they thinking that, you'll see him trying to put fringes on, trying to speak in the language.
They don't even wear fringes.
They wear
hats.
They black robes with black tight-on beards and shit, with they piss cups on their forehead. Even that's the Maccabees.
If you were the children of Israel, where's your fringes?
No, that's the Maccabees. The elder Malcolm brought it out. But when it says they started wearing hats, that was talking about them pee-pee cups. The things they like to put on their damn head.
The cap of Hermes.
So y'all, the fake Jews, they're not the chosen. They're a bunch of their converts. They took us out of that land.
They're thieves.
They robbed us of our culture. But this is common amongst the so-called white man. That's why wherever he goes, they culture vultures. The white man go to Jamaica. He Jamaican. He got dreads and shit. He's smoking big blunts. The so-called white man go to Hawaii. He a Hawaiian now. He the surfer on the board and
shit. He the last samurai.
He the last samurai. Wherever he goes, he takes over and he assimilates. Then he annexes the people that are originally in that land. He takes them, he puts them in a box, and shoves them off to the corner of that country, and then he takes over. Look at America. Look at this place. They call themselves Americans. They call everybody here Americans. But literally 400 to 500 years ago, there wasn't none but Gad and Reuben here. So this the same way they did it now. This is the rest of the Northern Kingdom. The same way they did it now is the same way they did it back then. But it was just so long ago that you people think that they're the original Israelites, and they're just not. It's just as simple as that.
There's a quote, history is fact. A lie commonly agreed on, something like that.
History is a lie commonly agreed.
Yeah.
This is Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by lying, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death and cannot be satisfied.
The great gatherers, that's what they are. The great gatherers are stoves they got
have gathered enough.
Paraphrasing scripture, because the great brothers have gathered till they gathered enough. You know, so they keep, you know, they don't keep at home. You know, they go over here. You know, they fly, you know, boat, you know, wherever they can to fucking steal. You know, they'll spend, you know, fucking $6,000, you know, on a trip to get $3 from you. You know, so as long as they can fucking steal, you know, they feel like their blessing is, you know, this to inherit this earth. You know, that's basically covetousness. You know, you want to, you know, covet something that don't belong to you. You know, which is one of the worst sins that you can do.
That's actually in the law. I read it recently. When you had a field and you were growing fruits and vegetables, you're supposed to leave some for the poor man. So when they came in, they had a little to eat. So everybody in the nation was fed. But Esau, when he comes in, he doesn't just take a little; he takes everything.
That's in Leviticus.
Their blessing isn't the same blessing as Israel, man. Their blessing wasn't to have the same fatness of land that Israel was blessed with. They took it by the sword, you know. That's the reason why the scripture says from the time of John, you know, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violence take it by force. If you have a blessing, you're blessed with something, why would the Most High make it to where you have to take it by force?
That's talking about the so-called white man. The white man is violent. Every time I see white people, y'all just killing some shit, man. Y'all are some bloody people. Every time an Edomite show up, somebody else gotta die. Every time the so-called white man gets anywhere near another human being, he either kills them or enslaves them.
And is as dust, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his?
The so-called white man, he takes everything when he goes somewhere. He takes the people, he takes their resources. And then in the latter part, when they were saying, when they gonna take a parable, a proverb against them, or a proverb?
Shall not all these take a parable against him?
So not all these take a parable against them. I mean, they're getting tired of it. Damn, why'd you come put us in slavery? How come every time you come and visit, a couple thousand of us die? How come when you show up, we gotta go into slavery? That's what these nations are saying, and that's what we're saying, because the Lord put the spirit back on us to wake up. All right, we can see through the lies of the so-called white man. All right, he's not our friend, he's not our pal, he's not our homie, he's our mortal enemy. He enslaved us, he destroyed us, he took our name from us. All right, and then he pushed us all. He made us slaves in our own household. All right, and that's what that scripture is saying. He takes everything. And then if you try to rise up and say something against him, he'll destroy you. And then he'll make you look like the criminal. All right, oh, you Negroes, you Latinos, you're just ghetto savages in the hood. You're self-destructive. Oh, you can't learn to live right. All you do is destroy. Which are the ones who put us in that environment and who put us in that mindset in the first place.
And that's him. Yeah, that's him setting us up, because he's the one that pushes out that vibe. You know, of our people being, our daughters being whores, our men being thugs. He's bringing the drugs to our communities, you know, and giving them to different jakes to, you know, sell out jakes to sell, you know, and to distribute unto their people, man. He's the one that owns the record labels, you know, and he's the music execs that tell Jake what to rap about and what to sing about, and the different how to portray themselves, you know, how to carry themselves. He picks their album covers. He picks their you know, what's displayed in their videos, and he markets it into the whole world. So when the whole world looks at us, they looks at us as being these evil, disgusting people. But why isn't the intelligent, you know, brothers? There's no pictures. No pictures. Why aren't the men of the Lord displayed throughout the whole world, man? The men that have morals, the men that have character, the men that follow in the example of Yahweh Shai, that live their life uprightly. Why aren't they the ones that they display, you know, in the media? because they don't want the world looking and viewing us in a positive image. They don't want the world looking at us in basically, you know, seeing and viewing us as intelligent men, man, as respectable men. You know, like it says in what is that, Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter. You know, and the world shall look upon you, or the nation shall look upon you, and say that these are, roughly paraphrasing, upright men. You know, but this is Hebrews 12 and 16. It says, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright." You know. For ye know how that afterwards, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected and found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Right, so no matter what, you know, the Most High, you know, is not going to have no remorse. You know, there is no forgiveness, you know, for all the things that Esau has done. You know, it's a wrap. You know, the Most High is basically in Obadiah spoke through the mouth of the prophets that there should be none remaining from the house of Esau. You know, because you think you did something so wickedly that the Most High said, you know, we got to get rid of you